Hello everyone. In today's video, I will be talking about immunohistochemistry, both the conventional type and the most advanced multiplex type of immunohistochemistry. So let's get started. Immunohistochemistry refers to application of immune antibodies, antigen antibody reaction with special staining of histopathology sections for detecting the tumor antigen or disease causing antigen and clenching the diagnosis. Nowadays, instead of classical immunohistochemistry, where single antibody was used per slide, multiplex immunohistochemistry is used as it increases the chances of an accurate diagnosis with application of different set of antibodies on the same histopathology slide. Coming to steps of immunohistochemistry. Well, at first, the sample preparation is done, which is done on formalin fixed tissues of frozen section. The fixation of tissue done by 10% neutral buffered formalin, preferably, and a 4 to 5 micron size section is optimal. Then, deparaffinization is done using xylene and then rehydration by use of graded alcohols. The next step is of antigen retrieval, which is done to make the epitopes available as during fixation, because of cross-linking of amino acids, antigen is masked. So microwaving technology is used nowadays for antigen retrieval. For frozen section, it's usually not required, but if frozen section is fixed in acetone formalin, then it should be done. The next step is blocking. It is done to prevent the binding of unwanted antibodies to the antigen epitopes to prevent background staining. Blocking is done by buffers which are commercially available. After blocking, incubation with primary antibody is done, and post primary antibody incubation, secondary antibody incubation is done. Then HRP conjugate is added and substrate chromosome is added to develop color. After that, counter staining with hematoxylin is done. So, to summarize, initially sample preparation is done by fixation and tissue processing and slide is made. Then deparaffinization of sections is done. After that, antigen retrieval, blocking, primary antibody incubation, secondary antibody incubation, HRB conjugation, chromosome addition, and counter stain with hematoxylin is done. And after that, the slide is analyzed by the pathologist. In direct IHC, the primary antibody binds to the antigen and then HRP conjugate is attached to it and a specific substrate is applied to pick up the colored product, which will give the antigen, if present, the desired color, be it on surface of the cell or in nucleus or cytoplasm. However, in indirect IHC, a secondary antibody is applied to primary antibody and then HRP conjugate and substrates are applied. Due to addition of secondary antibody, the amplification is more and the end result is much better with crisp staining effects. Coming to multiplex immunohistochemistry. In multiplex immunohistochemistry, tyramide signal amplification is used. The method is based on horseradish peroxidase or HRP attached to biotinylated antibodies. The HRP labeled biotinylated antibodies can then be used for multiple cycles of immunostaining where each fluorochrome or chromogen is subsequently applied. This method allows sequential multiplex IHC or many antibodies in one single slide section. Multiplex immunohistochemistry is an advanced method for performing IHC and it reduces the time taken in diagnosis as many antibodies can be applied to the slide and the slide can be analyzed earlier rather than waiting for a longer period by the pathologist. It is critical in instances where a sample is limited, such as a tumor biopsy sample or other clinical specimens. Unlike next generation sequencing and mass spectrometry, multiplex immunohistochemistry also allows for examination of spatial arrangement of proteins of interest as well as protein interaction or colocalization.